What's good, YouTube? This is More of a Nexus. I'm here with,
Dreadmaster Yugioh.
and we are here with,
Austin Hollett.
and you did what today?
As you can see, I got first at the case tourney, or I guess half case tournament at Warehouse Comics and Games.
You got first place at a half case tournament, and what was your pricing for that?
I got a box.
You got one box.
One singular box.
All right, you did a half case tournament today, and what did you play today?
I played the best deck. It's we call it Runick Stun, and we call it Runick Stun. You don't play, I win.
Sounds good. Let's see what you got.
Getting into it, obviously, the heart and soul of the deck, Amano, because he's a rock. He saves us. Probably the best card to see all day. And I was testing this today, the 3 Fulos. Shout out Jordan Yugioh for letting me borrow these. Every time that I resolved it, I'm pretty sure I won that game. So they were pretty close today. Of course, the staple cards, the tip, flashing, freezing, destruction, slumber, and then obviously the staple other stuff, fountains, and the golden droplet and smiting. I opted not to play the dispelling because it's kind of a brick, and you already have enough names as it is right here, so that's why I just didn't play the dispelling. It's really not needed in the current meta either. So that was for all the Runick cards. And then of course just some supporting stuff. Had 3 duality, just helps you get to other things and shuffles your deck. Other supporting stuff, a scanner, 1 day, terraforming. Those are just kind of ones that kind of want to see. They're pretty good. And to round out the spells, the 1 of OP card, you see it, you usually win. So shoutouts to Demise. And then of course onto the traps, double synchro. I didn't think 3 was needed, so I only played 2. Also was testing this, tried 2 impulse. The theory behind this was with 2 impulse and playing 3 Fulos, you can draw into these and not have to worry about bricking on multiples of these. So that's why I just did 2 instead of 3. That's also because I also want to keep it at 40. So if I put in the other one, I didn't want to just change the statistics about that, so I just kept it at 2. And then other floodgates, because they're the best things. Organism, Skill Drain, Tikaboo, Rivalry, and Gozen. These are like realistically all you need. If anything, Gozen didn't really help out too much. So if there's anything I'd change, I probably would take that out maybe. Swap it with something else, I'm not sure what though yet, but it got us there.
Okay.
So on to the extra deck. And this is pretty standard extra deck from any Runick player. 3 Hugin, 3 Munin, just because it's your chime card. 3 Gary, he's a good boy. And then the other good boy, Frecky. Granted, he's a wolf. He's still a good boy though. And then to round out them, I played the 1 of Sleipnir. I wasn't playing Tirade, so I didn't see a reason to play more than 1. And then, so there was that one. And then into some interesting, well, I guess these are still standard. Obviously the 1 Baguska and the 1 Typhon. I did some of this once at all today. Actually, I did, but it got negated by the homie over there. Yeah, Blazar negated it. It was kind of crazy. But it let me play through and let me beat him. I 2-0'd him, so that's all that matters. And of course, a little thing that I was testing, and in theory it was to help get rid of other cards from the opponent's deck. I tested out Redoer, and the one time that I summoned this, it let me win because he snatched up a Lightning Storm and caused the opponent to not be able to use it. So this was a pretty clutch card. I only summoned it once, but it was the one time I needed it, it was perfect. So that's for the extra deck.
All right.
And onto the side deck. I feel like this is pretty standard for almost anything. Time card, even though we already have time cards. Whatever, we already have enough.
Your turn. Or on their turn.
In your turn, I will win. On my turn, I will Munin. And then the Spear Modes. This was pretty funny because I dropped this on the other homie. He had double Blazar and SP, and I was like, have that. And I knew he only played 2, so I was like, I'm fine. Triple Cosmic. I opted not to play the Unending this time because I wasn't quite sure of the meta. Granted, at the place that I went to, so that's why I just opted for 3. If there's Runick mirrors, it's free. If you plan a bunch of back row, this was also free. So that was it for that. Typical negates, the 3 bribe and 2 cursed. This won me the finals against, well, it didn't win me, but it clutched me an extra advantage in the finals. So this card's pretty good. It comes up, it has its use case. And of course, last card, I decided another one of these, just because against Tenpai, you don't want them to have multiple bodies, and if they out the other one, you want to be able to have a backup just in case. Realistically, I only sided in against the Tenpai. If I did anything else, I think it was probably just any deck that just summoned a bunch of things, like also against Centurion. Like, if you make this stick, Centurion have a hard time playing, but they also have the SP Little Knight play too. So it comes up. If it works, cool. If not. So that is it for the deck there.
Okay. And any shots you want to give?
Yeah, obviously, shout outs to Jordan Nieto, he let me borrow the Frugalos, and then of course shout outs to the team Purple Haze. They're actually a team out of Europe, so if you're not familiar with them, go check them out. Obviously, shout outs to the homies, because we always here with the homies. Mm-hmm. And of course, shout outs to anyone that let me borrow the cards, even though you just got like a triple shout out, so there's that. And of course, I think that's all the shout outs I have. If I'm forgetting one, I'll say it in the next video, but it should be everyone.
Okay, and one last thing before we go. What do you got right there next to you?
Oh, it's we call it the Kirby grass. It says touch grass.
A lot of stun players get grief for playing stun. A lot of people say go touch some grass.
And I did that because I touched grass.
And you got first today.
I did. So I touched my grass and I got first.
Alright, there we go. This has been Austin Hall with his Runick Stun deck profile. This is Rumor Nexus signing out.